Hello everybody and welcome. I am the Beta Plan and this is once again Crusader Kings 2. But as you may notice, this picture is rather new, and that is because, of course, as you might have expected from me, day one of the release I have purchased myself Holy Fury, the latest expansion to Crusader Kings 2. And wow, this is a doozy. It's also $20, and that is for a good reason. It changes quite a few things. First of all, it breaks save games, so yeah. Don't worry about it though, I did actually finish our Roman Empire until 1444, the start date of EU4, but there is a caveat to that, but that is for another series. So what does Holy Fury change? Too many things to mention. Among things, you can now talk to your neighbors like, yo dude, I'm going to war, would you kinda help me out? Or, hey dude, that guy, he's telling your wife is fat, you gotta attack him. They're not exactly those things, but you can actually entice people to actions even if you're not allied. Moreover, the whole Crusader thing has been revamped. I don't know exactly how, but it has been revamped. So, new mechanics there. New mechanics for when your wife gets pregnant, for instance. You have all kinds of new interactions with people. That sounds well. Best thing yet, you have bloodlines. If you are descendant from the Emperor of the Byzantines, there is a bloodline now, and you can see that. But also, if you don't like the Byzantine Empire, you want something different for once, well, let's just go in here for a moment and say to custom game setup. And we can, you can already kind of see the button over here because I'm hovering over it immediately like a crazy person. By the way, now you see from where these starting dates come from, that is new. But yeah, we can just shatter the old world, for instance. So what does shatter the old world do? Now let me just hit that button for a moment. And you cannot just shatter the old world. By the way, this was a mod and they kind of added on top of it. But this is, by the way, new. Bertas, that's new. I know that is for certain new. But yeah, they also have added quite a few additional provinces over here. And you can see it already here. Kiev, Korostan, Turovlutsk, Zaslav. I don't even know how to pronounce this. And Vozviael? I'm probably pronouncing all of them wrong. But yeah, some new provinces had been added over here. So even more to conquer. And you can also see there are some new duchies because of that. That's not really the good way to show it. But yeah, shattering a world. What does shattering a world mean? Well, consolidation cost by enabled to limited 25 year. I think that means you can kind of reform your realm once it's shattered. Then Great Conquerors enabled up to 4. I assume that are those people, those adventurers that can come in. Age span, we can maximize this like crazy. Number of children can be extended. Look at the amount of options. They've just given so many options. But let's first do this. Independent counts will be generated for every county. Now, a random count in each de jure county will be assigned to the Duke Titan, and all other counts will be made vassals. Sure, let's go with that first. Look at Middle Francia. Now, whenever you do this, do understand it will, I believe, take some time for it to be effect. It's not really shattering very properly. Oh dear. Have I misunderstood something? Oh, it's on generate. My mistake. Need to hit this button. I'm also new to this DLC. Also, you notice that Bavaria there, for instance, had for a moment a vassal, but yeah, boom! Shattered world! What are you talking about? Which great realm? Everything has been broken to pieces. Only dukedoms exist. Now, we can regenerate that. And you let the computer run it for a moment. This takes longer than the first time you do it because it first has to clear all its cache. And all the characters it necessarily generated in order to do this. And then has to, generate it all over again. But in the meantime, you can definitely see that there's also new provinces down here. This area, which is already available to you in EU4, has now been added into CK2 here. And now I've generated a little bit higher. And, as you can possibly see, I think some of this area got a wee little bit larger. Actually, I'm wondering that did much. One ruler will be generated per de jure duchy ruler. Oh no, so it now generated just one duke and all the vassals were removed. Right. So, as you can see, Shattered World, we can change that, but that is not the craziest thing you can do within this new one. What about a randomized world? You know, just randomly. And I'm not gonna smack this right now, like more pagans we could do, female ruler percentage, all kinds of things. Main thing I'm gonna show you right now is just let's just generate one and see what happens, right? Just show it off what this thing can do. And once again, this takes some time because it has to remove all the historical data that normally exists in CK2 and then generate a whole new world with all its interactions. But I have a decent PC and all of a sudden we have the Gotlander Empire. Holy sweet bejeebus. The Gotlander Empire, and this is... Yeah, we also have new cultures now available. Number dukes, emperors few, Holy Roman Empire, somewhat random bloodlines. Yeah, the bloodlines. I'm gonna really enjoy that. I already know. Where is it? I have to find. Oh, cultures. There it is. Random. So yeah, we have a random Verenda culture from the Gotlander Empire, and he has also Bergslag as culture, and they are Eframadolic. The Eframadolic faith is an amalgamation of many other religions. There are several ways which followers may worship the siblings, all of them equally legitimate. Some even worship the Whispering Shadow alongside the siblings. It is said that somewhere in the world 10 pontiffs guard the Tome of Purity, of which only fragments are known to the most devout followers. So the high god are the siblings, the evil god name is the Whispering Shadow, and the scripture is the Tome of Purity. And then you can see all kinds of things they can do. Say that you don't like this faith. Just click on this arrow. Click on this arrow. And this squid, yeah, that's their faith. So that's just already cool. This whole new science. Let's just say we don't like it. We don't want them to be peaceful. We want them to be very, warmongering. Yeah. And we don't want them to have agnatic clans. We want them to be... they're frenetic clans. And they have religious texts. No, we have monasticism and leadership. I can't do that because probably I didn't click a combination over here that can change leadership. But yeah, and then you say click apply and boom, it has changed. It's crazy. The military orders unit packet contains unit models for Christian holy orders, and they are apparently assigned to this religion. We're recommending this pack you've selected for a character of this religion. Okay, we have this. But yeah, also other religions, all of a sudden you see a somewhat different portrait than one might expect within this area. Although he is still considered apparently the King of Austria. Why did I thought for a moment I saw that he was the King of Austria. It seems like the same flag. But yeah, all kinds of new realms. Changing the Holy Karasori Empire with the House of Momu. So yeah, that's also quite possible. Change your own religions, create it. Oh my dear lord, I almost want to play Snyder-nist. Except that they have absolutely no one. They have no moral authority, but that's a cat. And I am a sucker for cats. But yeah, that is also not a possibility. By the way, this is just one way to weird it up, but let's say you want to really go weird and say you want to change these cultures even more. This is random. This is full random. I don't even know how random that becomes. Becomes historical. Well, we know those cultures. Random, full random, historical, random, full random. Animal kingdoms? Let's generate that. Let's just have a look-see. First gotta remove all that historical data, which is absolutely untrue, of course. But holy heck, yeah, this shakes up the map dramatically. If all of a sudden the power lies in north and in the Mongol steppes. But yeah, we generated, and already you see one little portrait change. Grandmayer Ghazi of Pelagonia. He is under the Dog Emperor, and he is an elephant. I'm not joking you. Culture. Well, Finnish still survived, but the Finnish culture is apparently the horse culture. Don't know why that happened, but all the Finns have turned into horses, more or less. There might be a human here and there. Yeah, there it is. But he is Rostovan, which is why that is happening. So all these cultures, all the Finnish are horses. And you are just, you, Meccan, but you can see the cats, who are Meccan culture. They're ruled out by Basrite. All the Mazdarians are elephants. Now, I don't know exactly why they did this, because I saw somebody do this. Otherwise, I would have never known of this feature. And I saw them all having these cultures that are just were called dragon and dog, and you knew where they were. For here, this is awesome. There are dragons in game now. Oh, dragons. Hedgehogs. You need to look at them. Most of the time it was somewhat larger cultures. Oh, polar bears. Polar bears in Africa. Very historically correct. This seems to be a normal human culture. Yeah, these seems to be pretty normal human culture. Brescian, after, of course, the famous duchy of Brescia. Most powerful duchy ever. The Bohemians are still around, but this guy is Finnish. What the heck are the empires? The Turovian Empire is here. And apparently that is led by a horse of the house Bolting. And Equidae, which is also referred to horses. Pony, the house Pony, the house Bucking, the house... I haven't actually missed these guys. The house Flapper. I actually have seen somebody who had a duck emperor of MacDuckland. And you want to go with the theme song? Go ahead, because yeah, Scrooge McDuck and all that stuff. Oh, these are deserts nowadays. Hey, that has changed as well. So yeah, elephants, dragons, hedgehogs again. I'm looking for the. We saw the dogs for a moment, but they're kind of. Whoa, whoa! There is one empire that is almost completely India. The Sacrosanct Katamudan Empire. Chandelia. Oh, here are the cats. I click. There's the cat. You are an emperor of the Khaganate of Medina. How in the heck is that an imperial title? The heck? Oh, they're nomads. Never mind. They've changed it to nomads. Because, of course, nomads came from this area. There's a dog. So, yeah. Oh, cute little kitty. We can change things a lot. Now, hey. Oh no, they have the same name, but they're not of the same house. I thought for a moment that that was the case. But yeah, there's a cute little polar bear. There's a lot of things that Holy Fury can do. Now, next week, I am going to upload additional videos to end the Current series, and I'm going to play Holy Fury. But I need to know what you guys want to see, and personally, I don't even know what to choose. Although I am not entirely for playing as a horse, cat, or what have you not. I mean, I love the fact that there are dragons around here, because dragons are cool. But I don't think I can... I might be able to create a randomized world and just give myself a dragon trait. But yeah, oh, by the by, you know what we should do? Just back out of here for a moment. Get all the historical data removed. I gotta show you bloodlines for a moment, because they are immediately there in the game, and then you can see what those do. Don't look at this. This is indeed our last emperor of the other save game, and if you're new to this channel, you might not know what's going on here. Custom game setup. Let's do it. You gotta generate a few things. So let's just play as the Byzantines here for a moment. Hey, that is new. The Kingdom of Epirus and the Byzantine Empire start of the early Middle Ages. They've separated this. I knew this. This was always part of the opposite. But that's interesting. So it's the suzerain Kingdom of Epirus and it's the suzerain of the Duchy of Abkhazia. So yes, definitely things have some changed. Just let's start the game for a moment and just look at some of those interesting dynasty lines. Possibly should have chosen Carling and not the Byzantine Empire. That's probably a more logical dynastic bloodline. But yeah, let's just go here for a moment. And, whoa, Epirus is slave and pagan. They are Orthodox in the region. But he's iconoclast. Oh, man, this is an interesting new way to start of a tributary state of the King of Serbia and tributary state of the Byzantine Empire. Oh, wait, both are the suzerain of the Byzantine Empire. Oh, that puts Serbia and Epirus at large. Also, there's no Serbian portraits. But yeah, also as you can see, this has completely changed, or quite a bit. For instance, here's sway King Volhov or antagonize him, taunting him and threatening him for you to attack, or make him friends and change outcomes from there. Let's see if we have a bloodline over here. Effective artifacts. No, these are the artifacts now. These are now located over here, not on the left. And now you have the Imperial Diadem. Oh, I love this. That's always what you had on your head, and now it looks like that. And he's iconoclast. Actually, I knew that start, by the way. Where normal people here are Orthodox. But yeah, he's iconoclast. Do you have a bloodline? Combat modifier, Brave is now +10. Cruel +3 and Old Age -15. Yeah, the personal combat skill has also been completely revamped, so that personal combat skill becomes way more interesting to play with. You can now really become a champion on the battlefield. And if you are a pagan over here, for instance, you can join, for instance, the Warriors of Peregrine and become a famous warrior and gain... It's like a secret society that helps you out a lot. And look at... Wow, I wish we had that for our recent campaign. Greece has now its own look. Awesome. Though apparently the Bulgars still have the kind of normal Christian look. Also Bavaria, yeah, this has been split up way more. This is a new culture that has been given birth. The Corinthian culture of Carinthia over here. I know that, but that's interesting. Bloodline. Still haven't looked at that. Too many things to see. Claims, we can kill the things we have killed. The bloodlines, this character is not a member of a famous bloodline. Ooh. But the callings are. The callings are. So, the Carolingian bloodline. Bloodline was founded in 1st of November on 732. A brilliant warrior as well as a great statesman, he established the Franks as an undisputed master of the Gaul and led the army and defeated the Muslim in the Battle of Tours. So this is calling. If you want to know, that is over here. Karl the Hammer. I believe this is the one that made it. Yeah, because you can see here, he's not actually part of a famous bloodline. And neither was his first son. No, it was this son that made this bloodline. Monthly prestige gain if you have it. Personal combat skill +8, just randomly because you're a Carling. They made it even stronger now, just because he's a Carling. No, not true. That's interesting. Karl Carling is dead. He is of the bloodline, but he doesn't get the bonus. I thought it went that way. Catholic opinion +5 periodically attracts the servitude of great warriors, if Catholic. Bloodline is active. Matrilineal transfer is possible. In addition to normal bloodline inheritance, if two characters are matrilineal marriage, they can inherit this bloodline and the patriarchal inheritance. It's kind of weird that they don't have the bonus. Why, if you have the bloodline, don't you get the bonus of the +8 personal combat skill? Does that still need to be factored in because I just started the game? I don't know all these things. I know I'm just rambling here now, but oh my dear, it's been a while since we had this big an update. I wonder how many more bloodlines there are. There's a Carling over here. How about you? No. Oh, wait. Actually, if we go over here, Dulo, yes, I wouldn't be surprised. I've talked about this bloodline several times. They have given birth to kings forever, this bloodline. You can see them being kings of Bulgaria for the longest time. But they weren't just kings of Bulgaria, or actually they were, but their founder house, which was in Volga, Bulgaria, unless they've changed this. The Khaganate of Bulgar. There you go. There are the doulos already. And they changed from the Khaganate of Bulgaria. That's weird. I know they changed from living over here to down here. That is... You can actually see the Khaganate of Bulgar is still in the hands by a doulo. So yes, the doulo hold both these lines. There you go. There's the split. Because this is already Bulgaria, and here they have now the Khaganate of Bulgar. Does this kingdom still exist, Volga Bulgaria? Yeah, it does still exist, Volga Bulgaria. Alright. Crimea is back. That was removed for some time. I never knew why they removed it, but they did. Or perhaps that is now more conditional. Dailam has been... Turkestan has changed to Oghuz. That might just be something dependent on the time frame. Lithuania has been... Has now... Chernigov over here, Vladimir, Novgorod. Yeah, this is different. This is not Rus. But that is, of course, we know this changes when culture comes around. But you had Lithuania and you had another kingdom over here, and then you had Rus. But that has been changed. Venetia has changed, Perm, Sibir, all kinds of kingdoms now, which was one big Perm. Wow. Yeah, they said they would change quite a few things over here. Saxony, we know. Pomerania, dude. Much larger in this start. Alright. Well. Definitely more kingdom titles to be had. The Papal States is now a true kingdom. That is very interesting that the Papal States is now a true kingdom. That makes the Papal States always be at odds with Lombardy. And for a while this was a no. Oh, this is really interesting. Well, there's a lot to see here, huh? Nubia has been enlarged a little bit to the left. Not unexpected. This looks all pretty much the same. This has been changed a little bit because these have now been made deserts. And this looks just the same. Yeah. No, nothing's changed over here. It's really here that there are the changes. And here. So, what do you guys want me to play? Or ladies as well. But yeah, I am more than excited to start playing and see if we can create ourselves a bloodline by doing some amazing deeds and perhaps increasing our power. This is just a video to show you my first impressions of this and asking you guys and gals, what do you want to see? Because I am A-OK starting something new and playing with this new expansion. And yeah, that does mean that of course it's gonna be a while again before we play a mod, like when the world stopped making sense or what have you not, because with this update the map gets changed and that tends to break mods. Besides, I first want to play this vanilla just to try it out. So do let me know in the comments, what do you want me to play as? What do you want to see? Do you want to see an African campaign again? That is fine. A Muslim campaign we could do again. We've done it all. We've done Western, we've done Pagan. There has been quite a few changes to Pagan, so probably that's interesting, as well as to the Crusade mechanics, so possibly something over here. Do you want a day? Do you want me to change things? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Bake your pick, and then I'll start recording this weekend. Probably even on Friday already. Start recording for you guys, and hopefully we can have some fun with this new expansion. Oh, I'm certainly we will. But yeah, do let me know in the comments. And in the meantime, I say, I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty. Now in the form of personal combat within Crusader Kings 2.